This is the easiest makeup look I've done, and it's super simple. I barely set anything. I didn't use any setting products on my face, and everything has dried down so beautifully. And this makeup lasts. I wore this in like throughout a day and it looked fantastic. So if you want to see how I did this toasted makeup look in just like minimal steps, just keep on watching. It has been a day and a half, and I feel like my face like really shows that. Like I look a little bit dead, but it's okay. Makeup is can fix this. I hope this works. I'm on the verge of tears right now. Yeah, I try to keep recording. This remote just decided to like not work, and then there's like a freaking like animal being attacked outside my window. It's literally like 1 a.m. and I have sat down, like this is the 5th time I've sat down trying to record, and it's just not working. So I'm trying to persevere right here. Like we're just gonna keep trying. I'm determined. But I'm going ahead and starting off with my foundation. I want to look a lot healthier and tanner right now because I do look quite sleep deprived, because I am, and just paler in general because I am on my period, and when I am, I just look so pale. So this foundation is just gonna help bring like everything back, because this is literally a filter in a bottle, and I mean that because this foundation is actually amazing. This is from Hourglass. It's the Ambient Soft Glow Foundation, and I have the shade 6.5. This does oxidize a little bit. I use about like a pump here, and I dot it all over my face, and I'm just spreading everything out as thin as possible. I do want like light layers for tonight. It's definitely nighttime. But look at this. Like even with just like a pump all over my face and neck, looks so beautiful. And honestly, Hourglass does complexion products beautifully. I have the Vanish Concealer right here in the shade Oat. I'll just kind of use this to cover up my dark circles and kind of brighten up my eyelid a bit. But Hourglass really does base products really well, minus the skin tint. I'm actually not a fan of the skin tint, but I'm just not really like a skin tint person. I really like just do like my coverage, and I don't like to feel greasy and heavy, and I really do feel like the Hourglass one is actually quite greasy and heavy, and I gave it like a couple shots. It's just not for me. But yeah, I mean, I love literally everything else from Hourglass. It just sucks that didn't work out because I was hoping I was gonna like that one. Hourglass has that higher price point, but honestly, like this foundation and concealer are like well worth it. This concealer is like super pigmented, and it pretty much like sets itself. You really have to make sure you hydrate your skin and your under eyes really well for this concealer to not look cakey, but I haven't had a problem with it. I know a lot of people feel like it dries their under eyes a bit and it looks cakey, but I have not gotten that. I have pretty dry skin. I'm making sure to get like this inner corner right here. That's just where I have a little bit of sinking in happening. Okay, but see, it literally blends out like a dream. Like when it comes to Hourglass, the base products are so beautiful. And then I'm gonna take whatever's left on this foundation brush, kind of take some of this brightness away, because I do want to stay a little bit more on the tan side tonight. I have recently tried these Milani cream bronzers, and they're amazing. And honestly, I have been loving using 2 of them. I have the shade Hey Honey and Spicy Season right here. I'll start off with Hey Honey, yeah. And I'll use the other side of my F4 brush, and I kind of work it into the bristles and kind of work it on the lid. I'm just gonna pretty much warm my face up. I'm gonna go pretty heavy with this one especially, and then I'll kind of do the deeper shade for a little bit more definition. I am waiting for this to come on sale somewhere, like Ulta or maybe Milani's website, because this formula is so beautiful. I'm gonna get every shade I can. So yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out for that, because this is actually like a beautiful product, and it blends out so well. Look at that. And it's not orange. When I first was ordering this off of Amazon, the swatches on Amazon look like so orange. Like the models they use and everything, I don't know what Amazon does, but it's so, everything just looks so much more orange. So that's why I have the really like deep shade right here, because it looked a bit cooler toned or more neutral. But then I saw this one in Ulta and I was like, yeah, that's not orange at all. So it's literally perfect. I'm gonna get like the sides right here just with the tip of my brush. I'm gonna try to use minimal brushes for my base right here. Look at that. And I'm going pretty heavy like on the top of my nose because I really want that bronze look. Like I need to look like I've been in the sun even though I haven't been. Going into the deeper shade, and I'm gonna focus this more on like the perimeters of my face just to bring definition back. But I'm also gonna hit up like the corner of my eye. I just want like everything to melt together. Look how gorgeous this is. And this one also has like kind of like a reddish undertone to it. So it literally looks like I've been out in the sun. It's really, really nice. I'm just gonna tap this on my nose right here, basically where sun would hit. And I do have like a nice blush that's gonna pair perfectly with this, I hope. Look at that. Don't I look healthy? Don't I look like I get a good amount of sunlight per day? I'm actually like in the sunlight like all the time. My house has a lot of daylight. Like this whole wall in my house is just window. And yeah, I do and stay in pretty bright light most of the day. It's just the lack of sleep and like the junk food I've been eating is why I look so pale. Look at that. Like, I look like I've been in Cancun for a week. This is the like relatively new product. I've just tried it like twice, but this is from About Face. It's the Cheek Freak Blush Balm in Big O. This is, oh, well, the description was on the Ulta like little thing. I think it said like a deep red, but this is so gorgeous. I'm using, actually no, I'll just stick with this brush so it can melt with the bronzy colors. But this is just the F4 brush, and I'm just gonna dab onto this brush. It's really, really pigmented. So I'm kind of work it into the brush here, kind of thin it out. And this is such a gorgeous red shade. It literally just makes you look like you got a little bit of a sunburn. But it looks like I'm putting this literally on the higher parts of my cheeks. I mean, look, this is gorgeous. Yeah. Basically applying it where, if I had a sunburn, this is where I would go. But it's funny because I actually don't get a sunburn. I have a sun allergy, and I'll just, I'll get this redness, but then I'll have like a rashy, like bumpy texture, and it's like not so fun. But I'm basically connecting like where I have my bronzer, my foundation, just to kind of, I mean, look. I mean, this is a hack. If you need to look like you've been at the beach for like a week, red blush. Specifically this one because it's a deeper, like cooler red, so it doesn't look like straight orange on your face, because no one actually tans like orange. This just looks like a natural, this literally looks like a natural, like I've been in the sun for a little too long blush. And it's like mid-range. It's not crazy expensive. I'll be honest, I don't remember how much it cost. I think it's like $18, maybe $21. About Face is a great mid-range brand, and this, I have seen nobody talk about this, and it's stunning. I think I'll actually leave my base as is. I don't think I want to powder anything. Like, this looks fantastic as is, so we're just gonna roll with it. I might set later depending on what my under eyes end up doing. I'll go ahead and fill my brows. This is the Morphe brow pencil, and this just gives me the most like natural filled in result. I just filled in the sparse areas, so that's like the front right here, and this little missing area if I had an arch. And then I'll just use the brush on the other end, or the spoolie on the other end, and just blend everything in. Just like that. Okay, I'm setting my eyelids with just a little bit of setting powder. I'm using the Jessup makeup brush in MUL05. It's like a, you call that shape what you want. I actually can't think of anything right now, but I'm just tapping the About Face setting powder all over my eyelid. And this will just kind of help make sure everything blends smoothly on my eyelids, but I'm not going to set anywhere else for now. But this one, it literally makes you, like, your skin look like a filter underneath. Like, this setting powder, I love to use on like a lot of my brides now. Stunning. It literally just looks like a filter on your skin. So when I first thought of like toasty makeup, this palette came to mind. This is from e.l.f. It's the Keep It Ethereal eyeshadow palette, and it really just reminds me of the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette, like the original one, and I don't have that one, unfortunately. I really wanted it, but I don't think it's something I can get my hands on right now. But this gives a very like similar vibe, but I will say the shimmers with this are just like not it. Like Makeup by Mario shimmers, at least in the Ethereal Eyes Moonlight palette, are drastically different from this. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of the shimmers in this e.l.f. eyeshadow palette, but you know, we can make it work. But I'll go ahead and take this shade right here and start warming up my crease. And this one, honestly, I'm gonna keep this eye look simple. This is just more to have a little bit of drama on my eyes. And I'm using the Sephora crease brush right here. And since this is a nice like neutral shade, I'm gonna bring this into like my nose. Just like that. I'll switch to the shadow brush and kind of smoke out a little bit on my lower lash line. I will say the matte formula here in this eyeshadow palette is actually like really nice and buttery. So I will give that. It's just the shimmers. I don't know what's happening there. Now back with my crease brush, I'm gonna go ahead and dip into this like warm brown shade and deepen out like my outer corner right here. And just kind of blend it into my crease. But I'm gonna keep it pretty low. I don't want this color to go up too high. So taking this on my lower lash line with the shadow brush, just to make everything come together. Okay, honestly, for most people, this eyeshadow is enough, but I do like to have a little bit more depth and drama. So I'm gonna stick with my shadow brush and dip into the deepest shade right here, kind of pick it up on like one side of the brush, and just add a little bit of extra depth on my outer corner right here. And just make sure that blends in, and then my lower lash line as well. Now I'll switch to a flat brush. This is the AOA Studio E123 brush. It's just a simple brush here. And I'm gonna dip into this shade and just put it all on like the center of my lid. So my eyes have a little bit of pop to them. But I don't use shimmer. Yeah, let's give the shimmers a shot again. I'm gonna go ahead and use this like champagne-y tone right here on my lid. And this again is just one of those like, it looks like I have hard pan on it. This honestly might be a me problem. There's nothing, hold on. I'm gonna try this shade instead. Let's see. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. Let's see how this picks up. It's literally like, here, look at this. Picking up the shade. It's like barely anything on the brush. Am I crazy? It's there, I guess. It's just a little bit. I don't know what it is with this shimmer formula from e.l.f. But I'm just gonna put this on the center of my lid, and I'll dip in a couple times to get the amount of shimmer I'm looking for. Yeah, I mean, I'm not amazed by this shimmer. I mean, the color is gorgeous in the pan. I really wish this would pick up better, but it's okay. We can make it work. You just gotta dip in a couple times. Okay, that's not bad. I like that. Go ahead and line my waterline and tightline my eyes right here, just so I have a little bit more definition with my eyes, and just do a soft, smudgy liner. And I have my Maybelline Tattoo Studio eyeliner, and this one is just the one I've just been grabbing the most. But I add a little bit of extra liner right here, and I'll use a thin brush just to get like a little swoop up like that and just smudge this out. Yeah, I absolutely love the definition I get with my eyeliner. I think I want to just do mascara, like keep it light, but I have the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And this is just the original one. I don't know if there's like a shade or anything here, but it's just black. Mascara's on. I really like this mascara. I like that it's a little bit drier so I can build it up. But honestly, it's just been like my go-to mascara these days. I realized it wasn't recording, but I went ahead and did my lip liner. This is from AOA Studios. It's from Shop Say, and it's only $1, but this is the Artista lip liner pen in the shade Rose Brown. Now this comes out like it has like a pen tip right here, and it almost comes out like a paint pen. It's really cool, and it dries down almost like a vinyl-y texture, and I think it doesn't transfer. It's still kind of drying, but yeah, there's nothing here from my lips. It has a little bit of a tackiness feel to it, but like nothing's actually coming off my lips. So this one, I guess it's supposed to be a longer lip liner. I've only tried this like once, and I didn't really keep track of it, but the shade is gorgeous, and it's just $1, and I love that it has like coverage to it. And then the lip balm that I have just been like using non-stop is from AOA Studio as well. This is the Lip Glaze Butter Lip Tint in the shade Candy. I have been using like multiple shades of these, but this, it reminds me of like Rhode Lip Peptide, like the packaging. I don't know how Rhode's Lip Peptide is, but if it's anything like this, it's fantastic because I really do love this product. And I have been using this like even before bed, just to hydrate my lips, and it really stays on. And it actually makes my lips feel really good. Look how pretty this lip combo is, and it's literally just $2. Okay, that's basically it. I mean, this was super simple. The products I used on my complexion just set really well. Like the foundation really dried to like a nice natural like luminous finish. It doesn't feel greasy, it doesn't feel heavy at all. Same thing with my concealer. I don't have any creasing at all, and that's kind of like, it's because of the way I placed it. Like I didn't place it all the way underneath my eyes. Like it's really just to brighten and give me a little bit of coverage right here. Stunning. Like these two products just sit so well on the skin. You don't have to set these products. And then this balm, it just is what it is. You really don't need to top it off with anything. And then these just look like skin. Like you're just painting on a tan, and it's beautiful. So you really can leave your face like this. And when I wore a lot of these products out a couple of days ago, my skin looked flawless. I did use setting spray at the end, and I didn't have to touch up my makeup, but I mean, this makeup is super simple. And honestly, during summer in the heat, if you're trying to rush out, if you want a quick makeup look, this is it. And I look so put together, and I look like I've been at the beach for a week. So yeah, I've been wearing like a lot of these products recently just so I look more alive. If you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments and give this video a thumbs up. You can follow me on my socials if you want to see more of my face and just other random beauty related content. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again soon.